Did you know that there is an uninhabited island that lies between Haiti, Jamaica and Cuba in the Jamaica Channel? Probably not, but there is, and the island is known as Navassa Island, which is said to be about the size of New York City's Central Park. Well, I didn't know, and I'm a geography teacher. Given that the island is relatively unknown to most, it may come as a surprise that its recorded history dates back to Columbus' time. And it isn't a dull history either. It has a vibrant history which includes an ongoing territorial battle between Haiti and the United States. It was also the site of an 1889 rebellion of African Americans. Here are 21 interesting things to know about the island. Please note that access to the island is heavily restricted. Those wanting to visit Navassa Island require a special use permit that must be issued by the US military or the US Fish and Wildlife Services. Navassa Island is a pear-shaped piece of land. Limestone, coral, and a bit of grass are present there. Navassa Island was first recorded in history when Christopher Columbus was stranded in Jamaica during his fourth voyage. Columbus sent some of his crew members to Hispaniola, which is now Haiti and Dominica, to seek assistance. It is said that while on their way there, they saw Navassa Island. They call it Navassa, derived from Nava, meaning plain or field. 3. For about 350 years after Columbus' voyage, the island was not heard of again until 1801 when Haiti claimed sovereignty over the island by way of the country's constitution. 4. Americans also claimed sovereignty of the island, citing Peter Duncan, a sea captain who in 1857 claimed the island as belonging to the United States by way of the Guano Act. 5. Haiti protested the annexation of Navassa Island, but the US rejected the Haitian claim. 6. Given that the island was uninhabited for large parts of its recorded history, it was saturated with the excrement of seabirds, which later formed guano phosphate, which was deemed a superior organic fertilizer that became a mainstay of American agriculture. 7. An American guano businessman living in Jamaica began selling the guano phosphate found on Navassa Island to the Navassa Phosphate Company in Baltimore. 8. The Baltimore Company established settlements on the island for the purpose of mining in 1865, bringing 140 African Americans to the island as contract laborers, where they set up barrack housing for the blacks as well as houses for their white superiors. And poor working conditions on the island for African Americans resulted in a rebellion in 1889 in which 5 white supervisors died. 18 blacks were charged with the murders. The case was brought to the US Supreme Court in October 1890, Jones versus the United States, where the men were found guilty and sentenced to death. 10. From 1865 to 1901, it is estimated that 1 million tons of guano were removed from the island. 11. Navassa Island was abandoned again until the opening of the Panama Canal. 12. In 1913, the US Congress provided funds to build a lighthouse on Navassa to safeguard the island due to an increased number of ships passing the area following the opening of the Panama Canal. 13. A 46-meter tall lighthouse was built in 1917 on the southern side of the island. 14. Since World War II, amateur radio operators have frequently used the island to broadcast. 15. There have been several scientific explorations to the island by US universities. 16. There is also a private claim on the island by Californian businessman Bill Warren, who expressed an interest in the island in 1996. 17. Although the island is uninhabited, Asian fishermen and others camp out on the island. 18. There is no airstrip on the Navassa Island. 19. The island has no harbors. 20. Navassa Island has an unofficial flag, which was first hoisted on the 7th of December 2001. The flag was designed by Mr. Harry Wheeler. And 21. The island has 8 endemic species of reptile. 4 of these prominent species are now classified as extinct. Oh boy. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and a comment down below and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.